There's still a lot of confusion out there about touch probes and tool setters. Let's clear this up once and for all. Welcome back, kids. I have got a great video for y'all today. If I must say so myself, I believe this is the best video I've ever done. At least it'll be the most helpful. There's so much confusion out there still about touch probes, tool setters, and how they work together. Today we are going to take a deep dive into that, and by the end of this video you should have a clear understanding of what to do and when to do it as far as your tool setter and your touch probe. Also included in this video, I made two order of operations sheets that you'll be able to take a screenshot of during the video. One for the cavemen that don't use the tool setter, and then one for the smart kids that do use the tool setter. So, y'all know who you are. At the end of the video, I'm going to include some new information about my channel memberships, levels, and perks. Also, I have a new Patreon with different levels. And I'll go ahead and tell you the best one on the YouTube memberships and the Patreon, like for $20, you get all kinds of goodies. Plus, you get one 15-minute phone call or FaceTime per month with me for any problems that you may be having with your CNC or your Masso. I can't guarantee you that I can fix it for you, but I'll sure give it a try. So without further ado, let's get with it. I'm going to show you how to do all this stuff. All right, we're in VCarve Pro. I've just got two simple examples set up here. We're going to run these separately. First one is going to be the no tool setter, which is the caveman mode. We're going to cut this square as a profile cut with an end mill. Then we're going to follow that with a tool change over to a V-bit, and then we'll do a profile cut on the circle. Then we will set things up for this one, which will be with the tool setter, smart kid mode, and same thing. We're going to cut this square as a profile cut with an end mill. Then we're going to do a tool change and profile this circle with a V-bit. And I'll show you real quick what that's going to look like. That'll be the caveman mode, and this over here will be the smart kid mode. And I hope by the end of this video, everybody will understand why they need to be over here on the smart kid mode. All right, now, one thing we need to address is how I saved these. And you people that are still in caveman mode, pay close attention to this. All right, these are the two no tool setter. No tool setter, and I just named them NTS end mill, NTS V-bit. When I save these, I have to save visible toolpaths into multiple files. Or I could save them one at a time and just do selected toolpath, save that one, then save that one. So I've already did that, but that's how you cavemen are still doing that. Okay, now let me show you how the cool kids, the smart kids, are doing it. We have these two toolpaths, which is tool setter end mill, tool setter V-bit. All we got to do is visible toolpaths to one file and save. That's it. So, oh my, feel sorry for these people over here, but anyway, I'm trying my best to educate y'all. All right, let's go over to the Masso and see what it looks like over there. So we're going to start fresh. I'm going to boot up my machine. Like I'm just coming out here first time today. We're fixing to run something. I'm going to try to make this as real life as possible. So, let me do that. Let me make sure I have my auto tool setter turned off. And I don't. Let me turn it off. Save. All right, now we can home. All right, our machine is homed. You can see we have a V-bit in there. That's left over from the last project that I run. We are going to need the IDC Woodcraft the Beast end mill first. So we're going to jog it over here and change out these the bit. Oh, a little far. All right. So let's get this V-bit out of here. Put this end mill in there. Okay. Now we're going to set our block over here. And let's go ahead and set our Z's. This is all caveman mode. So anyway, so here we go. I'm going to slow that down a little bit. I don't do this very often. Not the XY, but that's what we're fixing to do. So I'm going to set the XY. All right, now we're going to set the Z. Scooch it over here a little bit. Probe Z. Okay. We can move the probe. We're through with that. All right, so now we need to load our file. I've already sent them over here through the Masso link. There's my NTS EM, which is no tool setter end mill, which is the first one. We're going to go ahead and load that. Go to our F2 screen, rewind, and cycle start. Now mine is going to park. That's because I have a modified post processor. If you don't have the parking, the automatic parking set up on yours, go back and watch my how to set your Onefinity Elite parking location. That's a video I did several months ago. I'll have a link to it right up here in the corner and also down in the description below. All right, so now we're going to run it back up here. All right, we're home. So go to my F3, jog it over here where I can get to it, and I'll put the Groovy Jenny in there, and we'll run that second toolpath. So let me get that done. Okay, I've got the Groovy Jenny loaded. Let's jog it over here and set the Z. And this is a step that you don't have to do if you have a tool setter, but we'll go over that in the next section. Let's get this on there. Go to my F3, probe Z. All right, got that done. All right, let's load up that new Toolpath, which is the NTS V-bit, no tool setter V-bit. Tap on that, load it up. Go to my F2 screen. Rewind, rewind. I always hit it twice. I don't think you have to, but anyway, that's just my habit that I do. And cycle start. Let's cut us a circle. All right, we got that unpleasantness over with. Now we can move on to cool kid mode. So let's get that going. So the first thing I need to do is go on my F1 screen, my auto tool 0, and enable that. I had unchecked it earlier, so put that check mark back in there. Click save, and now we will just go to F2 and let's home that joker. Now the difference is it's going to measure that bit right off the bat. But we're still going to have to change it because we got to start out with that end mill. Okay, we're going to stop here for a minute and let's talk about this list here. This is the proper order of operations when you're using a tool setter. So we'll just start at the top of the list. Home your machine first. Of course, that's a no-brainer. Very important though. Then you're going to load your first tool. But this is the most important rule that there is when you're using a tool setter. You home the machine again. Anytime you change a bit without being prompted to do so by the Masso, home your machine every time. When you rehome that machine, it's going to come back and measure the bit on your tool setter. That gives the Masso that new offset that it needs in order to calculate everything going forward. So that is vital. Never forget to do that. Anytime you change a bit without being prompted, rehome after you change the bit. Then this is when you will use your Pro block to set your XYZ. A lot of people, even I have occasionally will forget what order to do this. Where does the Pro block work into the order of operations with a tool setter? And this is where it's at, and it's the only place it can be. After you home that second time, you're going to use your Pro block. And when you do that, then you're through. Move your tool Pro block out of the way. Then you're going to upload your Toolpaths to your Masso. Hopefully, you know by now, you save all your Toolpaths into one file. Send that one file to your Masso and then load it up. Once you do that, the only thing left to do is hit rewind and cycle start. And you're going to start your Carve. So that's really basically all there is to it. And then once your first Toolpath ends, it's going to come right back to your tool setter, change that tool, press cycle start. Don't hit rewind cycle start. Just hit cycle start. If you hit rewind, then you got to start right back over to the very first Toolpath. We don't want to do that. But anyway, it's rinse and repeat after that. Y'all remember that, and I think it'll save you a whole lot of trouble. All right, let's get back to the Carve. All right, back to where we left off. We've homed the machine. It's come over here and it's measured the bit. I am going to change this bit. I haven't even sent the new Toolpath to the Masso yet. So let me change this right quick. We know it's going to have to be the end mill first. Put that in there. All right. And remember, the rule is, since I did that without the Masso instructing me to do so, I have to rehome. So I'm going to do that right now. And that lets the Masso reestablish that offset when it comes back and measures the new end mill. That way you're starting clean and it knows you have a different bit in there or a different length bit. And now is the perfect time to set our Z with our touch probe. So I'm just going to put it up here where it belongs. Run it over here and do that right quick. Go to my probing XY. Now I normally don't have to do this part, the XY, because I use the G offset. My fence, the corner of my fence is my G55 offset. So I don't ever have to set my XY as long as I'm using my fence. All right, but I do have to probe the Z. So this is where I would normally start out, right here. Probe that Z. All right. Now we're good to carve. Okay, we're back in VCarve Pro. We're going to send the new file over there, but I wanted to show you something first. There's my Masso link. This is the toolpath I'm fixing to send over there. This is both of those toolpaths here, the end mill and the V-bit combined. I just saved them as visible toolpaths to one file. Down here are these first two that we just finished doing. The no tool setter end mill and V-bit. That's these. So let me just click on this, drag it over here to the Masso link. There's the name of the file right there. So let's send it over there. Just like that, it's over there on my Masso. So let's go load that up and run them. So the first thing we got to do is go into our F6 screen. We're going to load that file, which I've got it highlighted right there. Going to load it. All right. Now we can go to the F2, rewind, and cycle start. Now it's prompting us to load that IDC Woodcraft the Beast. We already did that, but remember, we homed it after we did it. Now I'm going to hit cycle start. It's going to measure the bit and start carving. Cycle start. All right, now instead of going back and parking like it does when you don't have a tool setter, mine comes to the forward right over the top of the tool setter, and I'm ready for my tool change. I want to take a moment to thank these fellas for their support. Thank y'all guys so much. You have no idea how much that means to me and how much it helps. And I'm going to go into more detail on the new perks at the end of this video. So y'all stick around. Y'all haven't tried Jenny bits yet. You need to do so. I've got a link in the description below. You get a 10% discount by using my affiliate link. Check them out. The best bits on the market, especially the V-bits. It's the only downcut V-bit on the market. And if you use Oramask or any type of masking, this is by far the most superior bit for that because it's downcut. It doesn't pull up your masking. So anyway, that was just a quick tip. I don't use Oramask very often, but still these cut cleaner than any other V-bit I've ever had. All right, that's enough advertising. Let's get this thing rolling. I'm going to hit cycle start. It's going to measure that V-bit. And we're going to finish up this little project. And there you go. Spindle shuts down. The vacuum turns off. The spindle goes and parks like a good boy out of the way. And we have a completed project. That's it for this one, kids. I hope y'all enjoyed that. And I hope I helped a lot of you. And I believe those order of operation sheets that I included in there, I've never seen that anywhere on YouTube or forums or anywhere else. And I've been thinking about that for quite some time, that really somebody needs to do that. So I finally figured out it was me that needed to be doing that. So I hope y'all appreciate what went into that. It took a lot of thinking and working through, and then I tested them for accuracy by using them in this video. So I know they're right. Before I let you go, I have added and revised the membership tiers here on YouTube. I think the prices are still the same, but I added new perks to each level. And I also have a new Patreon available, and it has 3 different levels too. They're set up the same as YouTube. And I'll go ahead and tell you, the top level, the elite level on both of those platforms, includes one 15-minute either FaceTime or phone call for support. Anything related to your Onefinity or your Masso, or maybe even Pwn CNC. If I can help you, I'll sure be glad to do it. But I enjoy that. I get phone calls all the time and emails, and that's one of my favorite things about this. But it does take time, and I need to be making something. So I hope y'all can understand that. I'm not trying to be greedy at all. I know I ain't gonna get rich. So, but thank you for considering it anyway. And let you know that I am at like 1,800, and well, here's how many subscribers I have as of today. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Won't be long. I'm gonna hit that 2,000 mark. Thanks again. Y'all take care, and I'll see you on the next video. One. Welcome back, kids. Today, I'm going to solve everything except syphilis and world hunger.
You sure about that?
Also, at the end of this video, I'm going to have some cool membership information. Shit.